Hey guys, it's Sav here, and I am your Tuesday guy. Sorry for missing last week. Things just didn't work out. And I hope I don't miss next Tuesday, because coincidentally, we're moving on a Tuesday. This week's topic on FtMTRANSformers is stuff to do with college and having roommates in college. So, we're just going to talk about thoughts on roommates regarding FTM, transgender, stuff like that, and how you feel. And personally for me, if there's anything I can do to get out of having a roommate, because I don't really know where I'm going to live. I mean people do recommend dorms. Like, people recommend dorms, some don't. And I was thinking of that. I don't know though. Probably because I really wouldn't have anywhere else to live. But if there's any way I could get out of having a roommate, that would be great. But say somehow future me decides, oh, I want a drinking buddy, let's get a roommate. And I somehow do get a roommate. Would I tell them about my status? Yes. One of the biggest things of finding a roommate is I want them to be like neutral with it. I don't want them to feel like they have to walk on eggshells with me, and I obviously don't want to subject myself to any ridicule or anything, because because living with a roommate, no matter how much you party and stuff, you guys are still living together, and especially in that compact space, if you're living in a dorm together or whatever. I don't know how college works. They can really make and break you, and college is a huge part in getting your life moving or whatever. And if your roommate is holding you back from your transition, that's not good, of course, because a lot of people start their transition when they finally move out of the house and stuff. But you don't want them to interfere with your transition. You don't want them to interfere with your studies or with your life or your well-being, because college is another time to really find yourself. We're always still finding ourselves every day. But college is a huge part in that, especially finding out what we want to do with the rest of our lives, or what we want to start doing, and get an idea of that, and really build ourselves so we can go out in the adult world and start being adults. I really don't think we should have a roommate that holds us back from any of that. And that's a big thing for me. I don't want them to get in the way of my transition, of my studies, if I were to study, if I were to actually go to college. That's a thing. Or just get in the way of my well-being, So, I just want, of course you want to look for a roommate, jive well, blah blah blah, good personalities cling together, but in the sense of being trans, you definitely need to, I'm definitely looking for someone neutral, accommodating, just really cool with it, that someone doesn't out me in front of people. And I just find that really important. Just someone who's just really cool with it. And not someone who's has to feel like they have to walk on eggshells with me, because that's not cool. I don't want them to have to feel like they have to do that just because I'm trans or whatever. In regards to a female or male roommate, I realize that the majority of my friends now are females, and they've always been females. And I guess I jive with them pretty well. But if it were to be a guy, that's kind of hard, because, I just feel like I'd probably try to opt for a female roommate, but again, guys can be responsible too. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I just noticed that, there's going to be a lot of partying, hopefully, in college. Hopefully I'm not the lame kid with the bucket hat, or whatever the hell this is. And I actually get invited to stuff. But I feel like I want a responsible roommate, and sometimes females, a lot of females at least, some females, are responsible. But I also did notice that a lot of my female friends are more accepting, and just the girls around me are just a lot more accepting and a lot more neutral, a lot more cooler about my situation with being trans or whatever than guys are, because they like to crack jokes, and I don't know, I guess it just takes a lot longer for them to do that. And you know, with females and their friends, they probably wouldn't beat me up. They might say shit to me if they were upset with it, but it'd be least likely that they'd beat me up. But if it's a guy, you know, I'd still expect the same qualities out of him, or else I'd kind of have to drop him, because, you know, that's not gonna work. But then again, I don't know how college and stuff works. I don't know if I get to choose my roommate, or, well, I might. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to college. But yeah, I think roommates are a very important part of college, especially, well, if you're living there. I mean, you know, if you do decide to get a roommate, you know, they can really make or break you, because you're living together, you're going through these experiences together. But, you know, I think it's good to have a roommate, though, you know, especially if you're going through your transition. You know, you need someone to talk to, you need someone that you can fall back on, you can, like, trust for the emotional support, and they can trust you, and they can fall back on you, and, you know, and maybe make a friend that you have for the rest of your life, one that watches your kids, drives you home from parties, and yeah, so that's my views. Again, hopefully I don't really have to have a roommate, but if I were to, those are some of the things I look forward to in a roommate. Thanks for watching. I hope I can get a quick video next week. I don't know. If not, I might upload on just another day. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.